Recently, the question of how and when Israel's retaliatory attack against Iran will take place has been asked. Now, there are some news and allegations that make us ask whether that retaliation plan has been deciphered. According to the Washington Post, Netanyahu told Biden that they would not hit Iran's nuclear and oil facilities. According to that report, he said that Iran's military facilities would be targeted. Has there been any statement on this? Has this news been confirmed or denied? Suhaila, let me get right back to you. What do you say?
There is concern. This spiral of violence in the Middle East had already turned into a spiral of retaliation, but the dose of those retaliations is increasing. Red lines were being crossed. Now the most worrying red line is Iran's nuclear program, or will their oil facilities be targeted? Will this lead to a turmoil in the global oil markets? The United States statements of objection were always coming from the Netanyahu administration. We do not support you hitting Iran's nuclear facilities and oil facilities, he has said many times in front of the cameras. But the question was whether the Netanyahu administration would listen or not. Now, according to the Washington Post, it seems that Netanyahu has heeded this warning. This report is based on two sources familiar with the matter. Of course, they remain anonymous, but according to them, in a phone call between Biden and Netanyahu last week, after a gap of almost 2 months, Netanyahu told Biden that, yes, we are going to give Iran a wipe. This is something that everyone has been waiting for, but as you said, we are not going to hit nuclear tests and oil tests. We will only attack military bases. Now, this brings forward a more moderate retaliation scenario, and it points to a preferred scenario in which those red lines are not crossed further, and the possibility of an all-out war is actually prevented. Of course, the button has not yet been pressed. Israel has not yet launched this operation in retaliation. We don't know if something will change at the last moment, because there are some in Israel who say, let's hit the nuclear tests and we will never have this chance again. But on the other hand, and if Iran retaliates heavily against this retaliation, then in the second phase, let's strike the nuclear tests. For now, there are those who say, let's wait a little bit longer. Now, I mean, the critical period, the Israeli Security Cabinet yesterday again discussed both retaliation against Hezbollah and retaliation against Iran. So the decision seems to have been taken. Maybe this operation is expected to be launched within days, but it seems to be a positive situation. And what did Israel say to this? Did it confirm or deny it? The Israeli Prime Minister's office made a somewhat diplomatic statement. Yes, we listen to our ally America, also on Iran, but we will take our decisions independently, according to our own national interests. And this is, of course, a message to the Israeli public. In other words, we don't do everything America says. By the way, Israel does not do what the world says either. The Biden administration has never succeeded in restraining Israel. In any case, the warnings that have been uttered while so many weapons are being shipped have no validity. We know that too. This is the picture we are facing for now.